Which one are you more concerned with, Browns or Chargers, after their disappointing Week 6 loss? Dan?
Oh, no question, it's the Browns, and I agree with you. And to be honest with you, I'm more concerned as I sit here at 2:22 on the East Coast on Monday than I was 6 hours ago this morning after rewatching that tape. What was the final score yesterday? Was it did the Cardinals scored 33 or something, or 37? If you rewatch that tape, they could have scored 50. It is so bad on defense for Cleveland right now, and I'm at such a loss for how that revamped secondary, specifically the safeties, are playing so bad. The first play of the game should be a 70-yard touchdown pass to Christian Kirk over John Johnson's head, if not for the Myles Garrett pressure. And this is the third good offense that Cleveland has faced this year. They've faced Kansas City, they faced the Chargers, and they faced Arizona. And they've had 37, 47, and 33 hung on their head. And that's a concern. Yes, the injuries are a reality. And then the factor with Baker Mayfield, Rich, I really, if you just watch the tape and if you know the type of player he is and the technician he is, that shoulder's a real thing right now. He mechanically is so not representative of who he is. I would by far and away say the Browns. The Chargers, a 3rd and 3 drop by Mike Williams, a 4th and 3 drop by Mike Williams, and Justin Herbert did not play up to his kind of standard that he has set. That's an anomaly in my opinion.
So, yeah, I absolutely hear you on that. Why do you think this is going on with Baker? Is it because his left shoulder, as he says, feels crappy? What is it? The line, he's without 2 tackles? Because, that is one of the most hot button subjects in the NFL, certainly with Browns fans, certainly with many fans who just talk fantasy or just kind of surf in or just know Baker from his commercials, about him just not being the caliber of player that the Browns want him to be or that he can be. I'm wondering what your evaluation is of Baker right now.
Yeah, there's a lot attached to it. I'd say number one, the issue with the shoulder is a very real thing. Again, you can tell that Baker is, and I'm not using this comparison because short quarterbacks, but he is very much so Drew Brees. He's a technician. He's got to be very mechanically sound, and he is. That's what allows him to play, 1, quick, and 2, have elite ball placement, rare ball placement. And when you have the shoulder, that has started to show itself more and more. And if I would say, anybody listening, think of the last ridiculous throw Baker made or awesome throw Baker made accuracy-wise. You'd have to rack your brain because it hasn't shown up. And last year it was all over his tape. And I think the shoulder's a big thing. Do I think that there's something going on with the Odell situation? I do. And again, for anybody that, disputes that or thinks that I'm trying to make something up, again, cut on the tape. I'll tell you right here. There's a first quarter 5-12. First quarter, 5 minutes and 12 seconds. He's got to throw to Odell on 3rd and 5 in the red zone. Just doesn't throw it to him. It's a shallow. Very next play, they go for it. Odell's on another shallow cross. Now, offenses teach things differently, but one of the things you are taught is versus all-out pressure and man coverage, if you got a shallow cross, unless this team is a notorious drop people out from the middle of the field defense, like the Bengals did to Justin Fields a month ago, you throw the shallow cross. Odell's wide open, and he just doesn't look at him. And so this is a continuing thing. So I think the shoulder's a thing. I think whatever is going on with Odell Beckham and him and that type of chemistry or connection that's not there is a very real thing.
Why isn't it there? What could possibly be the reason that you're kind of either dancing around or what? What is that, Dan? What do you got?
No, I've always thought 2 things. When Baker has Odell Beckham on the field, he gets the play call, he thinks player, and then he goes to the play. As a quarterback, you should always hear the play call, what's the play, then where are my players? And it's flipped with Odell. That's exactly why the interception last year against the Bengals happens, and he ends up tearing his ACL. Because in the very same game, they run the very same play out of the very same formation versus the very same defense, and he runs it properly. And I just think there's this thing with, okay, where's Odell? I got to get Odell the ball. And then I think there's this aspect where you've seen some parts this year where he doesn't look at him, even though he should be part of the progression, because it's almost like I'm trying to prove to everybody that I don't need him or I don't have to force feed him the football. So I think there's the aspect of him being inside of his own head is definitely, and again, you can't run from it anymore. This is 2 years of tape that says something is there, whether he's staring at him too much or he doesn't look at him at all.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.